It's fight week of UFC 300, one of the biggest cards of all time. I'm super excited for this card. I feel like it's going to be a very interesting one and is designed to have a lot of highlights and a lot of fun, good moments. And I'm going to try talking about a bunch of the fights just throughout this week. And the first one I really want to talk about is the opening card fight, Deivision Figureido versus Cody Garbrandt. Now, both of these guys are coming off wins, with Cody Garbrandt actually on a 2-fight win streak, which, I mean, he hasn't been on one since 2016 when he won the title, which is crazy to me. And I know a lot of people who might be picking Cody Garbrandt are saying, like, I mean, he's back, he's on a win streak. I don't know what you guys are talking about there, because if you look at who he's beaten, Devin Clark, who's no longer in the UFC, had I think he had 2 wins, with one of them getting overturned because of marijuana. I'll still give it to him. And then lost the rest of his fights. And that fight was not an interesting one. It was very boring, and at least at the time was giving me the perspective of, oh God, Cody Garbrandt cannot actually fight people or he will get chinned. And then he fought Brian Kelleher, like the ghost of Brian Kelleher, who even in Brian Kelleher's prime, I don't think he beats Cody Garbrandt. But he gets KO'd, I believe. First round is brutal. So those are the wins that Cody Garbrandt's coming off of. Whereas Deivison Figueiredo, who just got out of his trilogy with Brandon Moreno, or quadrilogy with Brandon Moreno, has recently moved up to bantamweight and beat a top 10 fighter in Rob Font. A very good win. It was unanimous decision, showed off his grappling, his endurance, his durability, his grit, his toughness, all of that stuff. Just good to see. And in my opinion with this, I'm going with Deivison Figueiredo. I can't see how you're going to pick Cody Garbrandt. And it's not like I'm saying that Deivison Figueiredo is going to knock out Cody Garbrandt, because I think Deivison Figueiredo is slightly overrated in power. Like, a lot of people are going like, oh, Deivison Figueiredo hits like a truck. He's just going to KO him. He's going to do all that stuff. Like, he couldn't drop Rob Font in their fight. He couldn't do that. Rob Font is a pretty chinny guy. Not as chinny as Cody Garbrandt, in my opinion, but I just can't see him knocking him out. But I can see him hurting him, taking him to the ground, holding him there, threatening with submissions, possibly getting a submission, but I would lean more towards a unanimous decision win for Deivison Figueiredo, because no offense to Cody Garbrandt, he is not back. He is not this like brand new fighter of that. And in my opinion, I think his fight with Dominic Cruz should not be used as a reference point, because it is an outlier. Because even before that fight, he never had a performance like that. He has not had a performance since that. I can't see it. He's too emotional in the cage. He has lost most of his chin because of his emotions, also from TJ Dillashaw. Because people were trying to say, oh, Cody Garbrandt can knock out Deivison Figueiredo because of the Moreno quadrilogy. Well, what does that mean for Cody Garbrandt from his entire career? Like, 5 rounds of just absolute damage from Rob Font, who Deivison Figueiredo beat, by the way. That's something to remember. I know styles make fights, but you get my point. But then you also have to realize he goes down a weight class, loses Kai Kara France, and then just every other fight. The 2 TJ Dillashaw fights, both of them brutal. Then I don't remember who he lost to. Someone in the meantime. In between this, I don't remember who it was. It's blanking on me. But he got KO'd in that fight as well. So you really, whatever you can say of damage that Deivison Figueiredo has, Cody Garbrandt has taken it more. And that's just the fact of it. So I see this fight going in the case of Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt's going to win the striking exchanges, and he might even hurt Deivison Figueiredo, because Deivison Figueiredo has taken damage and can get hurt. But I don't think Cody Garbrandt is going to want to, explode and try and finish the fight when he knows that one wrong move can get him KO'd or get him in a submission and get put to sleep. So I think he might hurt Deivison Figueiredo. He might win a round. And then the second round, Deivison Figueiredo is going to hurt him with strikes and then get him to the ground and then either hold position, land, ground and pound, throw submissions. That's how the second and third round is going to go. But that's my prediction for the first fight of UFC 300. Super excited for this one. This one's interesting. Cody Garbrandt can win it, but I just can't see, and I don't feel comfortable picking him in this fight. But that's it for this fight. Bye.